let it warm up a little bit right before they can start, you know, getting some work done.
Well, we're about to find out as we do have the 9th round going into it. Thank you so much, all of you, for getting up early. And I mean, I guess if you're in Central Europe, it's early. If you're tuning in from, you know, across the seas, it's going to be even more crazy.
Yeah.
So, great job, you guys, and be with us all day, please.
Shout out to Sponge and Havoc as well, because like apparently when it's early morning here, it's like perfect for them, 7 p.m. in the evening. So
yeah, the Australian,
yeah, man. True. Shout out to the Australians tuning in. There's a lot of you guys, so cool to see.
Well, in that case, it's going to be Virtus.pro getting to start on the CT side. Na'Vi, they get to start Terrorist side here on Cash. And I am pretty excited about how this is going to turn out. Like you said, we don't exactly know how Flamey's going to be performing on this map with the rest of the team. And I guess we'll see what kind of form Virtus.pro find themselves on. But I've had to make a call, say VP should be able to win this map.
Yeah, I agree. This should be VP's playground. This should be their strong map going into it, because it is going to be a battle going into the second map, and then of course Inferno to close out this series. So 3 very close maps potentially here to start things off, and a great second day. Not so great for these teams. Of course, they would have preferred to go through first in their group. Now they're battling for their tournament lives essentially. So this is going to be just such a close and interesting match. But already, look at the aggressive push coming in here. Mid control all day. Bialy is actually going to get counter boosted up here. Zeus is waiting for him though. And Bialy, he sneaks through. He actually gets behind them. Gets 2 kills. Drops the bomb. And that stops everything cold. What timing?
That is nuts. He's going to wait, and he's got backup here as well. They walk into it. Another headshot coming through by Ali. Oh my god. It's a quad kill now, and he's not done shooting right through. He's looking for the ace. He has to hit 1 more bullet here to kill C. Surely they're going to let him get it. We're just waiting for it now. What a way for VP to start. I said slow to warm up. Well, not by Ali. He came fired into the venue today, apparently. That boost in middle. An absolutely round-winning move. And C's just thinking about it.
Neo, don't you dare. Neo's there with Bialy. And there we go. The ace for Bialy in the first round. What's up, everybody? Well, you know, who needs coffee, Anders? There we go. I think we were all a little slow to take off as well on our side. Well, there we go. Bialy, he just gave us that jolt of adrenaline.
Yeah, I don't know. He took something stronger than coffee to get into this kind of move. That is crazy. And I was about to say, what really surprised me in the beginning of that round was the fact that Pasha didn't even just die outright. Because Pasha was shooting at someone who was way at the entrance, and there was actually a guy on the box close to him. I thought Pasha was going to die immediately. And then Bialy just comes in and wrecks the whole Na'Vi team. What a way to start.
I mean, you know who's just frustrated right now? It's Zeus. And he's watching the counter boost. He's got that area locked down, and just as he turns away and goes into garage, Bialy sneaks down. That couldn't be worse timing for Na'Vi on how that played out.
Now, not really a lot to say about that round, because it was over in a couple of seconds here, and obviously Na'Vi, clean eco entirely, just Glocks and no armor, no grenades or anything. This round, though, they go for Tech 9 armor, but this is an unusual sort of pattern to follow.
Yeah, that is actually, instead of going for it in the last round. I mean, VP is still sitting on 4 SMGs as well, so maybe Na'Vi, if they can get the drop on him here, they are setting up a smoke round on A site, so they are looking to just get a good executed.
These smokes can actually work. Okay, Virtus.pro really quick to rotate him behind the smoke, which is great. Otherwise, it would have been Bialy alone here. But they come out from Speedway so fast that it might actually work out. And the Molotov there is going to buy so much time. So now the smokes don't really matter anymore. And all of VP are at the bomb site. Flamey will get a return frag, and they take out Bialy as well. Zeus running with the Tech 9 there to get that done. Pasha turning around, great headshot. That double kill, really important. Otherwise, it would have been a really tricky 2v2. But now instead, Edward is going to have a really rough time getting up from behind Forklift here. Needs to get the bomb down, runs into Snacks, and had no chance to know that there was someone there. So VP will hold on to the round. Na'Vi doing good damage, and they can still buy. So look, what a great calculation they made here. I was actually worried about that, if all of that hinged on them getting the bomb down, but it didn't.
It's funny. They go for 3 rounds. Well, 3 rounds right after the pistol round where they get annihilated, and they just changed up the order. They're just like, well, okay, we'll Hardy go the first round, and then we'll go ahead and drop a couple, you know, a little bit of an investment. It actually works out pretty well for them because they got VP to spend a lot of money this round. So all that money that they saved up with the SMG kills just got dropped there for VP in this one here. So Snacks is the one actually going for the AWP. Again, not Pasha. Pasha instead holding very close to mid, and he hears them hopping around, so he has to know that somebody's going to be up there. And he's got Snacks watching this angle as well. They're doubling up on the defense. They really want to lock down the mid control right now, VP.
Guardian is just waiting, so he could wait here for a long time. Does not get shot down immediately. He's actually still fighting this. This is really dangerous. It feels like he's on borrowed time at the moment. Snacks not quite getting the peak, but then Pasha's there. Just too many people in middle for Guardian to try and take that all on his own. Instead, the rest of the Na'Vi team going to try and go for a bit of an A push. Edward just checking, making sure no one is in that corner. Taz coming in for the high ground by Ali with a good double kill. This is not working out for Na'Vi.
They're getting picked apart right now. Flamey gets spotted out in Squeak. He's still alive, though, and he gets the job done. Takes out Taz. Still a 3-on-2, however, and everybody's rotated in. They even have the flank coming in from Pasha, who's taking his sweet time. Edward cleans up the remaining defense on A site. It's all going to be down to Pasha now, and hopefully for him, this door is open, and it is. This is going to be perfect. Spots the first man. He's going to look for the second. He's playing this perfectly. Takes out the first, and he even clutches it out. Pasha, talk about the linchpin. Talk about the big save.
That's a crazy round. That's a round that's hard to analyze because Na'Vi should have never been in that position to win it at all unless Edward went crazy, but Virtus.pro had such a big lead in the beginning of that round, and then Pasha just comes up with the perfect angle and clutches it. Completely crazy. 4-0, a really close round from Na'Vi, but it's a worrying sign anyway because it's really bad when you have close rounds that are almost exclusively down to one person just going crazy. Like, you want to win rounds on T side because you have a really good strat going into it that allowed you to open up a bomb side, and you can kind of repeat that. If it keeps working, you repeat it. It's hard to repeat Edward just hitting nothing but headshots.
It's true. I mean, the same could be said for CT side, right? You know, you want everybody to be getting it, but then they just get shredded by Edward. So there's Edward again. He's clearly shown that he's willing to go toe-to-toe here with for that top spot versus Bialy. And he's currently sitting on 5 frags, leading on Na'Vi.
Maybe they can just rely on Edward getting headshots. It's a bold move.
Bold move, Cotton. We'll see if this works out.
Well, smoke up towards Forklift, just making sure no one can snipe him out from the truck. And actually, they're going to put one more smoke up from Bialy here. So getting a little bit of room to work with. 40 seconds left. The bomb making its way back to B, where nobody is holding at the moment from Virtus.pro. They're buying into this these smokes quite heavily. Flamey takes a kill then. Neo goes to fight. But the VP members here, they don't really have to do anything. They just have to buy time and fall back into it. Snack's going to get surprised there. Great rotational move here from Na'Vi. Zeus making a perfect call on that terrorist side. It's going to leave Neo and Bialy in this position. This is the kind of round Na'Vi really should be proud of winning, because this is something you can do over and over again. If you can make these kind of calls, you're definitely en route for a good first half here, so I'm loving it. Yeah, and this is going to be rough for Neo and Bialy as well. Bialy is gone. Great headshot coming in from the Tech 9, and they know that Neo's standing in CT, and they face him together. So they aren't even going to let Neo get a shot at, you know, picking up a kill, having any kind of impact in the round. They just wipe him out. Now you got to wonder if part of the reason why they built this round is because the one round where they had previously, where they had Tech 9s and smokes, they put up a bunch of smokes, and VP rotated so quickly into the A bomb site. They could have taken that information and said, okay, if they're that quick rotating to A, how about we just, you know, use that against them, the over-rotation, and then go B instead. Could be really simple information like that they just used. Pistols all around on VP. Yeah, it's also just timing, like getting that timing down perfectly. Zeus just knew exactly when to strike and when to call for that rotation. And, well, Neo already getting tagged up a little bit here. He's trying to get some information in B halls, and he's not really having too much luck with it. Whereas Na'Vi, once again, gathered up towards A. They've kind of spread out in a bit of a catch-all kind of position. Edward, once again, boosted up, looking for that headshot to see if he can't put VP on the back foot, create some more space for his team to take advantage of, for Zeus to make the calls on. It does look like they might just go for the brute force method here, Na'Vi, once again, gathering up outside of A. Oh, Bialy, the deagle in hand. They're right there. He's looking for that one deagle, but now he's getting overwhelmed and also getting aim punched. Edward with the double opening. This guy is a maniac. He was playing so well yesterday as well. He's just, I don't know. It's the return of Edward, and it's about damn time as well. Snacks all alone. Gonna get shut down. There's a double from Guardian as well as a double from Edward. 7 kills, Herney and Edward. Look at this. Him and Bialy, they're like the two main driving forces right now. But VP, they do need Snacks and Neo to just wake up a little bit more right now. Exactly, though. But it's just like yesterday, right? In their first match, again, you know, VP starting off cold, starting off slowly. Yesterday, it was Snacks who was just playing like a god, and then the rest of VP just lagging behind in the single digits. So this is definitely something where, you know, we have a couple of key players on each team that are stepping up their game. Now we need the rest of them to start, you know, catching up. And Neo, that's a great start to take out Guardian here with an aggressive peek in A main as well. Yeah, absolutely loving that. So, overall, fairly even start for both teams, 4-2. Someone needs to take the reins and just kind of run away with this game, otherwise it's going to be a little bit too even, I think. I think VP has to be the team here to put some real distance between them and Na'Vi. It's only a 2-round lead. Maybe a little bit too scary. Not that many grenades left on the Na'Vi side, but no grenades left on the VP side. And that's the disadvantage or the problem with having such a bad economy. If it comes to a retake, they're not going to have anything for it.
Yeah, now it's all about the headshots. And Pasha peeks out, takes out Zeus, and Edward doesn't spot him. Just on the edge of the smoke, somehow Pasha makes it out of there alive. They use their last flash VP to get him out of there. And now a 2-man advantage. This is big. Neo holding that angle. Seized walks right into it. Not a thing Seized could do. And now they're trying to go for the play onto B, but Neo, okay. Okay, Neo heard. I was saying, you know, time to wake up, Neo. You know, there you go.
Yeah.
3 kills in the round with that AWP. He's looking hot right now.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. And we saw how difficult it could be yesterday for a player to really get back in the game once things are going badly. I think Apex was a good example. He struggled for a whole Mirage map and had a pretty bad start to Inferno as well. It could get rough when you can't find yourself or can't find your own playstyle. Neo, not taking that long really. Just you know, a couple of rounds in the beginning where he was just slowly warming up, and now really big impact on this round. It's exactly what they need. Edward gonna survive with the AK, and the rest of Na'Vi can buy just fine.
Yeah, he can even drop a gun for somebody if they need to. Sitting on 6,000, so it's going back and forth right now as far as the money is concerned. Now it's going to be Na'Vi tapping into all of that bank that they've developed. It's going to be just Edward left with 5,400. The rest of them are all sub 1,000 pretty much. Neo, whereas, you know, the rest of VP still pretty decent in the cash flow. I mean, everybody is low right now, so this is very tight. These next couple of rounds are going to be crucial, are going to be key, and Guardian not going to be able to connect with that shot. He takes a bit of nade damage there as well, and Edward just a little bit too late to be able to just open something up on this A site. Na'Vi, though, with the change of pace, getting in there quickly, potentially taking a fight early. This is different from the Na'Vi that we know, who love to just sit and wait and hold angles.
Well, still just smokes going up. So Virtus.pro buying time. I'm still waiting for the moment we're going to see this counter boost. I mean, we saw it in the pistol round, obviously, which is good news, but I want to see more of it. Pasha opening up and taking out Seized, so it's a good start once again for VP. And they do need it. They need to start building a real economy. Grenade on out. 45 seconds now. Na'Vi inching their way towards this A bomb site. And looks like there's a lot of VP members here. 4, in fact. The bomb is down. They know everything. Taz opening up with a great triple kill. Could have got a 4th one there. But Guardian will shut it down, and that's going to be the end of the round. Great work on Taz.
Yeah, sick hold by Taz. Those are big kills coming through. Na'Vi, this is when it gets a little tricky for Na'Vi, though. I mean, yes, they're trying to change up their style a little bit and be a little bit unpredictable by pushing aggro sometimes, or trying to, you know, get into A halls like this last round, right? But as soon as things get a little difficult for them, they lose an entry frag or they aren't finding anything, they slow down, and then I'm afraid that they get a bit. That's when VP should start feeling comfortable, because they're like, okay, we forced Na'Vi to go back to their standard style. We know how to play against this, right? So Na'Vi, I'm hoping in the next round we'll see something like ultra aggressive come out from them. They're going to just try and really rush onto a site and catch VP off guard.
Well, Snack's going to grenade on in, and Edward actually, it's just a little bit too high, so it's almost not going to do any damage. Ed will pick up the kill, but Flamey's also gone down. And now Taz walking into middle and right into Edward's AK there. Was expecting someone, I think, to be on the low ground instead, so Edward just holding the boost for a long time. Puts it into a 3v3, which is still going to favor Na'Vi at this point in time, and they've got plenty of time to come up with a solution. And once again, there's nobody holding B from Virtus.pro. They're just really quick to rotate out of that bomb site. Edward, now a 3rd kill. He just cannot be stopped. Goes for a 4th one. Gonna get it as well. Potential ace here for Edward, and damn it, be justified. He goes for it, he fights it, he wins it, and it's the ace. Edward is a complete beast at this point in time. I can't believe that we're seeing this, because it's been a long time coming.
It's been a long time, exactly, since we've had Edward play these kinds of play. And now, each man who's had an ace, Bialy's 12-0-5, Edward 12-0-5. They're like dead tied now. Who's going to get past and who's going to take the lead? I mean, Edward is looking like he is just fired up, like he is going to be the dominant force here. And that actually puts Na'Vi right back into it. Guardian, feeding off of that energy that he's getting from Edward, opens things up and wins the battle versus Snacks early on.
Well, to put some perspective on how much Na'Vi is doing here, imagine if they won the pistol round 2 Na'Vi, they'd have a huge lead. They're actually playing this really well on T side, but they are getting flanked right now, and they have no idea. It's Pasha walking up right behind Seized and is going to spot him in the smoke. Raiding, wants to see if there's more people there. Is he going to want to knife him? He will. Oh, there we go. Stabbing him multiple times. Bit of an artist there, carving out a nice slice of Seized. That's just brutal, isn't it?
Look at C's reaction. He's like, is this real life? Did that just happen? You know, that's the funny thing. You think Pasha maybe was like, you know, goofing around, going for the slice, stab, but he just made sure that if he caught the shoulder or something, he didn't waste it by going for a stab and then getting shot in the face because C's just whips around and takes him out. That was just, you know, Pasha being very thorough there. A little bit of a combination of both. That's going to mess with C's head, though. He's going to be miffed about that.
Oh, man. I mean, he's got the biceps for him. He could have just, like, dropped the knife and just strangled him, just held him in a chokehold and would have been it. Neo to take down Flamey. Not going to find the follow-up kill there, but still a really important hold for the middle. Now Navi being 2 people down, bit of a tough situation. Taz going to take out Edward as well. This time is not his chance. And Zeus will just save the AWP in spawn. So not the worst choice, really, at this point. It'll be 7-3. This is just looking like a really even map. Like, Navi are playing much better than I thought they would so far on the T side.
Yeah, but it's like Edward really has been playing, like, you know, much better, right? He didn't get anything in that last round. Neither did Bialy, though, so they're both sitting even. But yeah, you have the replay here of the knife. Just slice, stab. Can't believe it. How, yeah, this Pasha actually pulled that off. I mean, that was perfect as well. That's just going to completely rock Na'Vi because then they know they're infiltrated. They don't know where to go. They have to slow down and take time again to clear out the back lines. It's just a nightmare for them. Whereas for VP, that's nothing but confidence. But this is what VP have really been going for, leaving Neo solo here. It's almost like Inferno B. Just, okay, Neo, we're going to trust you completely with this site. Here's your AWP. Lock it down, buddy. Whereas the rest of us are going to focus on mid, focus on, you know, the other side of the map.
Neo and Checkered, playing at the edge of the smoke, just wants to catch someone out, does spot a person, and this can be a tricky position back there if someone managed to get a Molotov in or a couple of grenades, so I don't blame Neo for wanting to move out just a little bit, change his position if he can. They are all set up for a bit of an explosive push that's going to come in any second. And Neo's orb is not the best tool to try and keep them back. He does have one person backing him up, but he's pretty far away. I think this is going to be a little bit rough for Neo here. Zeus will go down, and the flashbang in to try and slow them down. Good teamwork coming out right now for Virtus.pro. Actually, it's nice watching this because if they just rush Neo down, that's a big problem. Guardian will return the frag though, but it's just a sea of fire in front of that B-bomb site.
Exactly. Snacks isn't going to be able to come out of vents. Actually, he is. He just goes jumping through, gets the spray down on one. A little bit slow on the spray there. That was a full yellow play coming out from Snacks, just wanting to impose his will on Na'Vi. He's still got the man advantage going for his team, and with 20 seconds left, Na'Vi are going to be committed to this bomb site. They have to go for it. Pasha just gets completely overwhelmed. Somehow, Seized finds the kill there, but Taz steps in, and Taz with the flank pulls off the double and saves his team. Real touch and go there for a moment.
Yeah, a bit of a weird round, honestly, from Virtus.pro. It looked like they should have been able to clear that round, losing no more than one or two people at most, I think. So,
oh, how did Pasha die on that site?
Well, he was the guy actually walked in towards CT spawn, and Pasha it was somehow just out of his field of view, just exactly by a pixel. So he actually just completely missed the guy walking in, which is a little bit weird. Now it's back to an eco for Na'Vi, and I kind of want to see them get a little bit of traction back here. I think they need to get up to around 5 or 6 rounds on this first half. And it looked to me like they were heading swiftly in that direction, but now they're sort of slowing down just a bit.
Yeah, it's not going to be over, though, after this round of eco. They should have plenty of money to go into a buy. So they'll have the AWP for Guardian, etc. I mean, Guardian, we're not really seeing like the high-impact plays coming from him either. You know, they're boosting Edward up instead of him to try and clear mid with the AWP. In B, in A, he's like lost as often as he's won, you know, in the op duel there. So looking to see if Guardian is going to be able to step up his game a bit, because Na'Vi certainly do count on him to get some entry frags, to give them some space to work with.
I'm trying to think what would be a good play from Na'Vi at this point in time. I still feel like they had the right call earlier when they realized how fast VP rotate out of B. They could just exploit that again. I mean, just because you've used a strat once doesn't mean you can't do it again and again and again until they come up with a solution for it. Either way, obviously an easy round here from VP, which is great because they've had so many rounds where they keep losing a bunch of people. So to put in a round like this where they, like, even when they have a flawless round, you can tell they've got, what, 5,000 at the most on one person. Everyone else is sub 4,000. So that's how bad their economy was before this round.
Yeah, I mean, they're still fighting. They're still fighting to get that cushion, that real cushion, where they're going to be able to full buy back to back. And now, look at this, Na'Vi going for a very aggressive take. Guardian just getting right up here into a main. Nobody peeking this time, though. He was really hoping to see if anybody with the AWP would try and take a step out. Instead, it's Neo winning out, taking out Seized on the other side of the map. So Neo having a lot of luck with that AWP right now.
Counter boost going to get caught by Edward. That's so clever as well. Very, very smart play. Guardian going to take out by Ali. Neo completely caught, and he wanted to go for a no-scope then, but couldn't quite get the rifle out in time and also to adjust the aim then. So Taz and Pasha are left. 2v4 looking good for Na'Vi. They're about to do it, and this is so good. If they can win consecutive rounds now, they can actually have a great first half on their hands because VP will run out of money very soon. Bomb making its way in towards the bomb site. Pasha still right at the edge. He can hear Edward running in there. And Edward going to go for a plant all the way in the corner. For this is the checkered plant, as we call it. Zeus goes down, though. Pasha just walking in, and he knows he's got the Molotov out to force him. He's going to be in a 2v2 now. Edward coming out on top and getting the kill, the double. Taz checking the corner, but he didn't check it far enough, and that might get him killed. And not sure that jump was intentional, but Flamey will find the frag, and it's going to be a 4-9 scoreline here. And now VP have to win. They can have a great first half if they win this round, and if they lose it, they could have a sort of tricky first half on their hands. 9-6 is not the ideal score.
You know what that reminds me of, though? You know, like we saw it with Happy yesterday, Taz just now. Feels like they're like a kitten. You know, when you surprise a kitten and they just go like straight up in the air, like those jumps. Like he turns back, he just jumps because the guy's like lurking there in the corner, just catches him completely off guard. Yeah, I just called Taz a kitten.
I was just gonna say I've never had that mental image. I don't know what to say, but
I've been spending too much time on Reddit, bro.
Yeah. I was gonna say the Reddit army. It's ready. We're ready with the photoshops, right?
I'll bring my fedora next time.
Oh, good boost going all the way up in the back here on the ice cream truck. So they're not going to be ringing the bell. No kids come running because this is a man with a sniper rifle on top. Just try and stay away. Patient play, just complete silence, and no one's going to show themselves.
Oh, way too close. He's looking.
Oh, God.
Man, the timing just doesn't work. And once again, VP just going for this mid-lockdown. Pasha pushed up close. So this could create, I mean, he could actually try and go for another garage push if he wants to, if he's feeling adventurous. And they're already calling for the rotation over to A site. They're going to have 3 guys with Pasha able to rotate in and make that 4 very quickly here.
Well, Flamey is already down. Pasha to take out Zeus, and Guardian will fall to Neo. So after waiting a long time, the moment now we feel like now we can try and go for a bit of an opening pick, they just get completely destroyed. Seized will get a kill in return, but that won't help them now. They really needed to win this round. They still have a chance to make it 5, which would be decent. But they had such an opening here to really clear the first half and have a really good shot at it.
And once again, time. Once again, there's not enough time in a round for Na'Vi. They're just getting shut out, and then it's Edward saving.
Well, I have a feeling that if you put the round timer on 10 minutes, the Na'Vi would just spend the first 9 minutes anyway walking around, or 9.5 minutes. So
old Quake style here.
I don't know. It's taking a while.
Yeah, it just feels so very odd when it seems like the way the meta is shifting now. It's not about the slow plays. It's not about. It feels like most of Na'Vi's rounds, the ones that they have on the board, apart from a good execute, have been mistakes made by VP. You know, Na'Vi spreading out, and then VP miss a shot or something along those lines, and there you go. There's the opening.
Oh.
Although, as I say that, there you go. You know, it's this sort of thing. You know, Byali and Taz pushing aggressively into Squeak. Flamey wins out the duel, gets 2 kills, and that actually is going to be the opening that Na'Vi needed.
He crap walked them to death. He just crouched and sprayed. It's so annoying, but it can be really effective. It's a legit strat to try and use. Guardian to take out Snacks. Then it's up to Pasha and Neo now. Pasha going to go down as well. Guardian on the hunt with the deagle. It's all up to Neo. 1v4 here for the last round of the half. And Neo, he's at the wrong bomb site. Oh, the disappointment. And they're hunting for him as well, which maybe they shouldn't. Like, this is one of the... If you really want Neo to win a 1v4, you got to come look for him like this. But Edward going to clean it up at the end. 10-5. Good result from Na'Vi, I think, but it could have been much better. This could have been Na'Vi winning 7 rounds.
Yeah,
maybe more.
It could have been, yeah, exactly. But instead, we get pretty much as average a map as possible, like just average rounds, and not really anything incredible apart from the double ace. But then again, yeah, okay, so that is kind of incredible because how often do we actually have like 2 aces in a single map, back and forth as well, 1 on each team. So, I mean, still, entertaining rounds to start us off here, but pretty average score as far as the first half is concerned. Now we get to see if Na'Vi are going to win the pistol and start that trek back towards picking up this first map versus VP, which would be a big win for them, because as far as the rankings are concerned, VP is still the superior team.
Well, as our wonderful spectators are pointing out, it's all armor on Na'Vi's side. There's 1 Molotov on Neo here, so you got to wonder what he's up to. He's in the middle. Was wondering if they were going to Molotov out vents. Edward trying to pistol away here, which is what he's so famous for back on 1.6. Absolute pistol king, without a doubt. Edward taking a fight up Speedway. So many people coming. He wants to run. Still clicky. He actually gets a headshot. It's ridiculous. And now Neo going to take him down finally into a 4v4 we go. And the A bomb side is under attack. Snack's going to take a headshot there before he goes down to Zeus. Bomb is down. And it's a 2v3. Pasha and Payali are left. And they have to try and defend this for a while. Pasha doing a good job taking out Seized. And that puts it on an even keel. Bayali in the background here is going to be forced out for a moment. Flamey to take him out. Pasha, great headshot. He's covering the bomb as well. Has to just stay hidden. He's running in. And I'm not sure why. He must realize Flamey can't really do much. He's just dodging and diving. Flamey trying to look for him. And Pasha playing this so well with the double kill. Just running around the corner, buying the time. Flamey, you're out of time. And there is the headshot to finish it in the last possible second. VP winning a pistol round, and that's huge.
That was just wild. And then I don't know, did Na'Vi pick up on where that bomb was planted? The fact that it was planted in the smoke on the opposite side of the boxes?
I am not sure, but I think it took them a while, and I'm glad that it did.
Yeah.
Because those slightly unorthodox, this is not the most uncommon bomb plant you can do, but I like the fact that teams are trying to plant in slightly different positions. Don't think it has anything to do with that weird video I put out, because I don't think anyone has watched it yet, but still pretty cool stuff. And actually that plant for Speedway, because before I did my video, I talked to Sean Gares, and he actually kept telling me about, people should plant for Speedway way more, because it's like completely underutilized and it's so easy to defend from multiple positions. So glad to see people doing it regardless. Guardian is going to be taking down Neo here, and Na'Vi, they do desperately need this round.
And Snacks is just mauling him right now. You got Flaming with the deagle. He's looking for some of that Deagle magic. Seized. Good spray down at range as well onto Bialy there. Could get another one as well. He will. How does Snacks not realize that there's a guy standing at his back after Seized just sprayed down his teammate? I have no idea. Communication a little lacking there. So this turns into a bit more of an expensive round than it needed to be for Virtus.pro. They clean it up in the end, but good job there by Seized actually picking up those 2 kills. Guardian with a single one as well. So VP going to spend a lot more money than they wanted to here.
Oh, definitely. A little bit frustrating, probably. Na'Vi, it's going to be a long grind back here. They certainly have the players to do it. They do need to win that 4th round, and without losing too many members either.
There we go. Snacks once again with the MP7. This gun, it's insane. Like, you can just run and gun with it all day long until you get shot in the face point blank, and that's going to stop you cold a little bit here. Neo trying to come it back, and he's not going to get it. Nade combo? Nade combo.
They've got Flamey checkered, haven't they? I think Flamey's walking out checkered behind them right now. Oh, he goes down regardless. That's a real shame. Really good setup right now. VP actually doing tremendously well on this B bomb site. In spite of that, there's a huge stack going on. 2 people inside, and then Flamey. Well, nice. That's A for effort from Seized there. Very cinematic move.
And also almost 3 kills. I mean, 2 kills.
Yeah. I think he barely touched the ground before he got that headshot.
I think that was a little bit of the Cali there. It looked like he got that headshot right before his feet touched the ground.
All right.
Where's the Kappa tweet?
Got a pretty sizable lead right now for Virtus.pro. So it's actually has to be almost flawless Counter-Strike from here on out on the Na'Vi side. It's not their most played map by any means, so it's going to be a little bit tricky, I think.
How about a long shot? VP should be feeling very comfortable. Look at all the nades that they have, whereas 3 flashes, now make that 2 flashes for Na'Vi. And a minute 15 left on the clock. So Edward basically needs another godlike round here to save Na'Vi, because with all this gear, Virtus.pro should be able to set up for whatever they want. And it's going to be very difficult for Na'Vi to stop that push once it comes through.
I'm curious. Well, good opening there on Edward. Bialy going to pick up that kill. It's all the way over from main, and Molotov into the corner. Is he going to force someone? Yes, Seized is actually getting burned. He has to run. Look at this, down to 18 health, running through the Molotov, and a Molotov up in vents as well, trying to force player back. Zeus will pick up a kill beforehand. It's a very important round here. Na'Vi could lose the map right now if they don't pick it up. Taz looking for Guardian's face over by the barrels, coming up middle of the bomb, though. It's making its way towards the B bomb side, and Zeus may have spotted that.
Zeus spotted a man in Toxic, that's for sure. Is Bialy going to be able to pick him up, though? They have to know. 25 seconds left for VP to act. They have the flank coming in from upper as well. Zeus, or Flamey rather, spots that out. And he's not going to get the kill. That's Guardian instead who's going to catch out Neo. This is turning very awkward here. Snack and Bialy, however, going to clear up that site. And Taz waiting for the rotator. Guardian walks right into him. So VP just going for a really effective split. They just get into the middle, get into CT, and then the defense, how do they rotate over to support a site when they know that there's going to be enemies between them in that site?
Yeah, that was a really weird round, wasn't it? Like, that 3v3 ended so quickly, even though it looked like it could have gone Navi's way as well, but then all the timings worked in favor of VP in the very last second, so... And now you can tell Navi is under a lot of pressure here. All for Masters except for the one MP7, and Virtus.pro just don't care. Neo opening up with a double kill of the round, so hard to deal with. Seized has to come up with a big one, and that's the bomb carrier at least down. Seized picking up a second one, but he's being surrounded. I would have been so good if Seized could have somehow got help to control the bomb in main there, but now it's all on Flamey.
That's so anticlimactic as well. You're just like, he's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then the smoke goes down. We know. But this could actually be it. He gets the opening, but Pasha's there to double up, and he's going to be able to get the kill onto Flamey. So nothing really going Navi's way, despite C's best efforts. He actually had a pretty nice double kill there on the A site with a bit of a 180 shot on the man coming out from Squeak after killing off the man Bialy, I believe, in A main. So C's with some good individual performance, but once again, Navi just sticking to rifles. This is almost a case where I would want to see like some SMGs in play. Like, go for an MP9 just so you can afford some nades. Go for a CZ just so you can afford some nades.
I think that's not a bad call either. 4 people middle, and Pasha, last couple of bullets rain in, and Edward gets destroyed through the smoke. And also Sue's going down. It's a big trade in the middle right now, but it's going in favor of Virtus.pro. And also C's pushing up out of Squeak is going to leave him all alone in a 1v2 with just about 8 health, and he almost is dead. He's going to get that kill on Neo. He's controlling the bomb, so he knows at some point Snacks is going to show up. I think Snacks has a pretty good chance of winning this.
And before that nade. Oh, man, I was waiting for it.
It's close, isn't it? And GG almost being called then by Flamey. I don't think he meant to you know, dishearten Seized here, but it will be that way. Snacks to win it.